Hello, everybody. My name, Shortline K819. I'm back from Florida, and this is gonna be, well, when am I gonna stream next? Well, probably next week, but that don't matter right now. What only matters is that today, well, technically tomorrow and the day after, is Christmas. Yay, Christmas. And, in order to celebrate, I think we're gonna take a break from Year 2, from Subnautica. I want to get back into U4. I actually need to buy the most recent expansion, but oh well. Actually, there's a mod I want to play, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that. But we'll talk about that later. But and in the spirit of the Christmas season, of course, I will be recreating one of the all-time best Christmas tales. A little flight about 55 years ago by the name of Apollo 8, and of course, famously orbiting the moon, first to orbit the moon on Christmas Eve. And we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna recreate the mission and maybe talk, maybe do some other things. And that's how we're gonna celebrate some Christmas. So now I do have a Saturn V. Not a very good one though. So what I think I'm going to do, actually I do have a Saturn V. I actually have a Saturn 5B and I have a Saturn 2, which were both concepts that were never built. I don't have a CSM. We're gonna have to build a CSM. This is gonna be fine. CSM's not hard to build. But if we get done with this, I might switch over to, I don't know, something a bit different, who knows. But I do have the Saturn 5B. I don't think this works. It's also a stretched version of an original Saturn V. So, what I think I'm going to do... Also, it's missing... Oh, wait, no. It has all the engines. I think I'm just going to recreate... Just start from scratch. Start from scratch, and we're going to build out our CSM. I don't want this to take too long. So yeah. Everything is going well. Let me actually get up a reference photo of a Apollo CSM. I did actually, while I was in Florida, I did actually go see a couple of launches. Okay, that's I know what a CSM looks like. Okay. I did actually go see a couple of launches, which was pretty nice. One of which was or just saw one launch. Then I went to Kennedy back up another day. But I went and I saw, Starlink Group 6-36. It was a night launch, of course, as these things tend to be. And, yeah, it was quite beautiful. Quite a beautiful little launch. And I got a really nice photo, which I might share in a bit. So that was fun. We were staying in Vero Beach, and we drove up one night when they were having the launch. We drove up to the Cape, and I was terrified that it was about an hour and 20 minutes away, and I was terrified that it was going to get scrubbed. And but it didn't. It flew quite well. And then a couple of days later, I went up back to the Kennedy Space Center, and I checked out the visitor center. Albeit, I didn't have... if I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't a very satisfying experience. Not because the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Center is bad or anything. It is an excellent museum. But rather because I was rushed through the whole thing, and I really didn't get to stop and see like really stop and appreciate everything. I which does kind of suck. Um okay, so there's our service module. And now we just need our service propulsion system. So right there. There's our SPS. Excellent, excellent. Um and let's see, is there anything within this module? No, it's completely empty. So, um I'm going to need, I guess, in the center, a fuel tank. Where's a nice little fuel tank? Um, nice little fuel tank. That seems a bit small for our purposes. Do they have the 2 point? Yeah, but that's too long. But actually, RCS? Nope, too big. Nope. Something like that? Yeah, well, that's a lot of, it's a lot of, yes, fuel. I guess we'll just go ahead and we'll do this. Then let's go ahead and attachment those on. Oh, nope. I would like do this. I got my royalty-free, at least I hope it's royalty-free, Christmas music on. Okay, so there's our fuel in that module, in the CSM. As for actual, what's it called? Oh, you can take off the shroud in its entirety. I don't know why you would do that. It'd be neat because I think these little inlets right here are supposed to uh kind of be equivalent to the sim bay on the service module, which was sim bay. That was uh a later edition on the later flights, 15, 16, and 17, where uh they basically packed it full of made some room in the CSM and they packed it full of fuel. So, or not fuel, or scientific experiments. So, uh, but let's. I don't know. I don't know why, even though it doesn't matter, I'm always like concerned about the interior layout of my spacecraft. There we go. And I do want to reuse the CSM for all sorts of various purposes. So, I think that's silver. No. All right. So, and then on the CSM, of course, the reaction control, uh, the RCS thrusters were sort of up here. Now, on the actual CSM, okay, that's from Apollo 16. That's Orion, I think. I think the Apollo 16. Hold up, now I'm doubting myself. Man module had the call sign Orion. Oh, the lunar module was Orion. The command module was I think Casper. Yeah, Casper was the CSM, and Orion was the LM or the LEM. Um, let's see. There we go. That's nice and smug in there. Actually, not too much, because let me. I swear they had a thruster block that was sort of. I mean, that's sort of similar, right? that right there. And then, 105, 105, and then this is 105A, because that points out. Okay, yeah, this is the one that we need. And then, let's get rid of the mass. And then we can put a fuel cell in it. I might put a couple of batteries in it, just in case. And then we will be good to go with our command module. Which the Apollo 8 command module did not have a name. They only brought back names with the of various spacecraft with the flight after this, which was Apollo 9 with Gumdrop and Spider. So, although if they were to name the idea was if had NASA had allowed the crew to actually name their CSM for Apollo 8, it was going to be Columbidad. Columbidad? Which was the name of the gun that from the Jules Verne novel From the Earth to the Moon. Later on, of course, the Apollo 11 CSM was named Columbia, kind of in both honor of that and in honor of the United States, of course. But right, there are our thruster blocks. And now there is the high gain antenna, which is on the bottom of the CSM. It's right there. So we'll go ahead and we will get our little that's not it. It's that sort of. Although, of course, that extend antenna. Actually, where is the placement of this on the CSM? It's actually on the back, I'm pretty sure. That's a model of it. CSM number 119. That was the one used for. Okay. All right. Would actually protect it during launch. I might as well put it back here. So, cracked antenna. Let's see. And then nope. It go backwards like this. It points forwards. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's a little high gain antenna. So let me. All right. So there we are. Okay, so we have our high gain antenna. Now we need our fuel cells. Fuel cell. So we got, I guess, we'll put in four fuel cells. Oh, this song is like, I'm thinking of the end of Charlie Brown Christmas, which I still need to watch because screw Apple for having all of the Peanuts specials be exclusives. But I think they let you watch the Halloween one and the Christmas one free on YouTube. Not on YouTube, on Apple TV. So, once I get this stream done, I'll probably go ahead and I'll do that. Alright, so we have our fuel cells. I think I said I would add some batteries, just in case. Yeah, rechargeable battery. Where could I put these? Right up there. Uh, how much do these store? That's a question. 400? That's way too much. I think I'm only going to put down 2. So. Alright, here's our CSM. And of course, we will use the CSM for... I don't know, maybe we'll do a Skylab recreation. Although the Skylab CSM was actually quite different from the standard... the CSMs that went to the moon. There was less... I think the primary difference is that there was a lot less... a lot more maneuvering fuel. A lot less SPS fuel and a lot more maneuvering fuel. So they were different. So, the ones for Earth orbital flight. Alright, now we need a parachute, obviously. It'd kind of suck if, you know, they went all the way out to the moon and the parachute didn't work. So... let's, put a parachute on there. Actually, hold up. Before we do that, we will go ahead and... hold up, I need to look up something just for... let's see. It's the color of the Orion heat shield. I think the actual heat shield on the Apollo CSM was black, as far as I remember. It'd be like that color. That also matches up the little RCS ports a bit better, so. Toggle torque, control point. What did I want? RCS. I want to disable the RCS, because that is for strict re-entry purposes. Okay, there we go. So there's our little Apollo CSM. It do be looking kind of good though. I will admit. And then we will need to put our parachutes down in here. Let's see. That good? I hate... And then this I would also like to sink in just a little bit. No? Okay. Well. Oh well. I always hate parachute placement. Oh well, we'll just slap one right there just because. Ah. There we go. Okay. Alright, there we go. There's... okay, we have a parachute. Okay. Let's just do our staging real quick. So, obviously, that... that I want to keep up there. Alright, so there we go. There's our little Apollo. We'll call this Block to Apollo CSM. Alright, and now we just need our little our heat shield, launch escape system. So, Apollo launch escape system. Of course, it kind of covered up the top of the capsule, the little boost protective cover, which we don't have something like that, which kind of sucks. But where the hell did I put that? Oh, so we can change it to a mercury one or a hollow one. All right. So let me adjust that ever so slightly. Put the docking port in like that. Yeah, it makes it look a bit better actually. So there we go. All right, so there's our Block 2 Apollo Command Service module, which is very nice. We have our CSM. I am going to quickly toggle some lights, or well, we will do activate engine, decouple. That's the abort, and then this will be the activate engine, decouple, and then 2 will be toggle lights, and we will. The antenna will be something different later. So the antenna will be a different action group. Start fuel cell, and then extend antenna. Okay. So there's our Block 2 Apollo CSM. Now, during Apollo 8, the whole reason, well, one of the main reasons why they sent it out to the moon, was because they needed some sort of the lunar module, was way behind. Well, it wasn't way behind, but it was decently behind schedule, and they it was decently behind schedule, but they still needed to show some sort of big visible progress towards getting to the moon. So Apollo 8 did not, of course, carry a lunar module. It was just a just the S4B and just the CSM. So they had something in the payload bay called the lunar module. I think it was the lunar module test article, or maybe that was on 4. They had something in the payload bay that was basically approximated the some of the functions of the lunar module. So if I just backup crew, the lunar module test article, yeah. So, which is something that basically approximated a CSM or a LEM, but wasn't actually wasn't an actual LEM. So let me actually, I'm getting a picture right now. So Apollo 8 S4B. It's basically a giant weight. That's all it was. So we're going to approximate that weight using just, I guess, an ore tank maybe. Actually, I kind of want to make this look a bit genuine, so I think what I'm going to do is that's the diameter of the S4B. You have that, and what you do to approximate it is I'm just going to go ahead and one other thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is get the payload fairing out. So there's your S4B, and then bring that up. So there's your rough approximation of what of maybe not, the actual LTA weight, but what the LTA sort of it basically looked like that. And then there's your LTA. Okay, and now. Uh, there's your lunar module test article, as flown on Apollo 8. There we go. And then there's I guess there was a small docking target too that we can I guess roughly approximate. So something like this. Uh, something like this. Yeah, there we go. And then at the end of it, I think, is there like a small little plate that we can put there? This is getting into way too much detail for this, but screw it, I don't care. Um, Something like that, yeah. Screw it, that's good enough. Okay. So there's our S4B, or there's the top of our S4B. Now, in order to actually get the actual this correct, I'd want it to be roughly that distance. So what I'm going to do is we're gonna do some quick measurements. Quick measurements. Uh and now Leptron docking port. That's good enough, yeah. Alright, so build fairing. And there's our right there. There's our little spacecraft launch adapter. So there's our little spacecraft launch adapter. So all right, there we go. This is looking good. Actually, the STA actually looks a bit short. um, in that case, I'm actually gonna have it go all the way out here. Okay, there we are. There's our little spacecraft launch adapter. Where in a normal mission, in an operational mission, our LEM would go in there, but this is not an operational mission, so or normal mission. It's a test flight, not an operational mission. Let's see, rigid attachment, heaviest part, sure. And now for our S4B. I guess we can approximate the instrument unit like that. There's our little instrument unit. I'm not too sure. I think with the earlier flights, the earlier lunar flights, right? After they got done with the S4B and the transposition and docking and got the LEM, I think they just let it go into a solar orbit. I think only with Apollo 13 did they actually start crashing these things into the moon, because on Apollo 12 they put down a whole bunch of seismometers and they started crashing the S4Bs into the moon to trigger them. So let's see, what's a good... I think it's a bit too short for an S4. That's more like it. Alright, so there's our S4, and then Alrighty, we need... I always forget what the J2 is in this game. ASP J2... not the... J2 is the skiff. So... there we go. So... and that actually floats above the... I need to have that go in there a bit more. There we go. Okay. So there's our S4B. I'm not gonna bother putting. I know there's like ullage motors and on it, and the frickin' little things on the side, but just to kind of continue this along. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. We can come back and do that. So let's just get the main body of the craft down. And now, okay, we need another stack separator. Nope. No shroud on that one. That one will work. And now we need a big fairing. So AE. We need the 5 meter. Which of course is probably way overkill for this, but actually hold up. I like back separator. Yeah, just to make it look sort of nicer. Okay. So the fairing, this fairing is not actually staged. This stays attached like this throughout the entire separation of these two vehicles. So like that. And then fairing deploy, clamshell deploy. Ejection force doesn't matter. This also needs clamshell deploy. So there we go. That's looking rather nice. And now we need our S2. So there's our S2. And then the S2 is a bit complicated on the bottom. Hold up, let me quickly. Yeah, okay. So if you would take a look, right? If we go to Google, and we look up S2. Here's the S2. If you look at the bottom, it's kind of weird, and I do want to approximate that. I do want to make that look approximate. So, let's go ahead, and I think I'm going to start with a engine plate, and then we'll get ourselves a fairing, face it upside down. Let's see. Oh, I have an idea about how we can do this. We can go get one of... maybe not that one. We can go get one of these. One of these structural tubes. And then what we can do... we can get one of that. We can get an engine plate. Like so. Have that go back. And then... let's see. just to test it, confirm something. Let me get another fairing. Shroud. So if we build the fairing up like this, and we close that in on the S2, what, how far does that extend out? So I go ahead and do this. How far does that fairing extend out to? So when we go ahead and we stage it, it doesn't flip. Like that? Okay. So we'll take that off for now. I'm going to go ahead and attach 5 nodes. And then let's see. Okay. Build fairing. Oh, I love the SPH controls. KSP2 actually got an update. And apparently it's actually quite a good one. I probably would have... I kind of want to try it by myself before I go ahead and do a stream on it. I'm just... Listen, I got home from my trip today, and I just don't want to have to... I just don't want to have to focus on I just don't want to have to focus on really anything. Well, focus on this, but I don't want to have to expend too much effort. Alright, so this is going to look goofy as hell, but oh well. It'll work. Yeah. That looks good. That looks like an S2 right there. Maybe a bit too long, but oh well. And I don't know why I'm looking inside, because we're not going to see it, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but... Actually, hold up. Edit fairing. Yeah. There's one goofy looking fairing. Hammerhead. Hammerhead fairing. There we go. Okay. And now we just need our skiff motors. Yay, there we go. Yay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, I don't want that is a bit not long, but here, how about let's go ahead. Put those in like that. And we'll just save it as Apollo 8. I'm not gonna go ahead and do a whole bunch of flags, even if I normally I'd like to put down flags, decorate it up, but that's gonna it'll probably take too long. All right, so engine plate. And now bring that up like that. There we go. Yay, we have our J2s. Um all right. There we go. Little thing poking out, but you know what? That's okay. That's all right. And just rotate that back. And then of course, I don't want this coming apart at the seams, so oh yeah, that's up there. Okay. So, uh let's see. Engine plate, disable staging, bearing stage, nope. Engine plate, disable staging. There we go. We have our S2. Um Now, okay, so we have our S2. How are we gonna do the ring drop? This is the most complicated part of uh the entire thing. So, I guess what we do is we will go ahead and we will get a big stack separator, right? Maybe not for that one, but we'll get one of those. And then I think it's just fairly simple, right? We just crowd enabled. Obviously not that, obviously not that. And we just have it be like that. So, and then yeah, okay. So that separates, and then another thing that I actually am going to do, right, is I actually am going to strut heaviest part. Well, yeah, that'll work, but that's the one thing I am actually concerned about, which is this whole staging sequence. And now we just, I guess, finish it out with all this. Yeah, it looks the part. um let's go ahead and get our ASP F1. The Mastodon. Sorry, I've gotten distracted by Discord. Someone posted a little funny GIF. Okay. Oh yeah, the KE1, the Mastodon. Mastodon. Here we go. Oh, nope, I can't put that in there, shit. And we will, it's a boat tail for, I don't know, side boosters. That's for a Saturn 1C. Okay, that looks goofy. But, I will actually... We'll actually slide that up in there a bit more, just because I think it looks a bit better. Oh yeah, that's another thing that we have to do, because I think, is the way this worked, right, is that, um, later on to the first stage, the inboard engine cut out, on the S1C, and I think on the S2 as well, but I'm not too sure. Um, not done yet. We still need our little winglets, our fins, uh, our little wings. So let me go ahead and also to adjust this so the bottom of the rocket doesn't look ever so slightly different from the top part of the rocket. Uh, yeah, just put those on there. Well, they don't. These don't. They're just for stabilization. They don't. They don't rotate or do anything like that. I think they. The real ones really didn't do anything either. It's. I think they put them on there because I wanted to make sure. Um. That stuff would work, but well, actually, I don't think I think they put them on there because they weren't sure if they were going to need them, and it's better you know not being sure if you need them and then finding out later you don't than finding out that you actually need them. What I'm saying is that the wings on the Saturn V, the small little winglets at the bottom, I don't think actually did really much. Uh, all right, so we're doing this for a very special reason, which is that central fuel tank, uh, on the S1, the S1C. Uh, I got to I got to adjust it so it lines up. Um. Uh, One thing I did not see while at the Kennedy Space Center is I think I went to the Rocket Garden, went to the Gateway building, and then we rushed through the building with Atlantis. Because that's all the time I had. It was kind of a minor miracle that I was even able to go at all. So even if it's just for 2 hours and I saw like maybe 5 things, still consider worth it. But all right, there we go. So there's our Saturn. You know what? I'd say that looks the part. Um, where is? I don't know why it put our main engines up there, but okay. I would say that looks the part. Now I do actually want to add just some uh I guess some retro rockets, retro motors on this. Just because I think it would help it. Uh, Number one, it just looks cool. Number two, I think with this, due to some of the sometimes slightly complicated staging sequences, I think we actually might need them. So, uh, specifically up here with the S2. So, hello, KSB. Oh, uh, oh well. Here, let me save and reload this. 68 parts? That's actually not all that much. Well, there'll be more in a few seconds, but all right. And then all right, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and of course do the classic thing and check our staging. So S1, there we go. S2, those retro rockets fire. They have stack separator. Those go ahead. Those light up. The ring falls away. That continues until we go ahead and we separate that up there. Um, I might want to put some struts in there. Uh, that falls away. J2S ignites. Uh, Spacecraft, well, yeah, we're going to have to relight that twice. Spacecraft launch adapter. CSM. There we go. Okay, so staging is correct, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and put some struts in some locations, mainly here, which is, I feel like we're going to need them here. Uh, so, there we go. Uh, man. I guess all the way back in here. Just so they actually have something that they attach to. And then... yeah, all the way back in there as well. So there we go. Oh, no, that's, come on, I need it to be correct, damn it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so those struts are in there. And then this is, well, this is auto strut. Actually, that's auto strut to heaviest part. That's auto strut to heaviest part. I might as well auto strut that to heaviest part. I auto strut this? I think I auto strutted the... I'll auto strut the CSM. All right. So here we are. We have made our Saturn V. And I guess we'll do... we'll do a test flight or two. I'm going to tab out real quick and just sort of check Discord because crippling ADHD. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Just checking stuff. I've been pinged. Le fishy, my beloved. This okay, hold up. Hold up. We do be going, we do be seeing Le fishy. uh Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Man's walking this. Oh well, oh well. Oh yeah, I did go. Hold up, I'm just gonna quickly, quickly send that. Okay. Rage against the fishy. My Discord, my Discord bio is Rage Against the Fish because I went fishing and they kept taking they kept taking the what's it called, the the bait, which might be a skill. It's probably a skill issue on my part, but I will skill issue Rage against Le Fishy. So all right, let's go ahead and hopefully we can fly this thing. So, where'd it go? Here's our Saturn V. Oh yeah, there's one more. Well, we'll test the inboard engines in a bit, but that's one thing I forgot. But oh well. Okay, here we are. Here's our Saturn V. Um and well, let's go ahead and let's test this thing out. And if this thing can make it into orbit just fine, then I'll go back and we'll redo the actual mission. So the first thing we need to test. I don't care that that blew up. But yep, there we go. They can survive in case of a like up. Okay. Maybe not a direct pad abort, but maybe they can abort in flight. So oh well, we're not going to be using it anyways. I always just do that because it's fun to do. All right, so orbit. So this is just a test, but that looks nice. I will take a picture of that. Uh. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Takes off very sluggishly. Hey, just like the real thing. So I think the actual Saturn V's thrust to weight I think was just barely above 1. So it that thing crawled off the pad. So I remember hearing some there's a great Apollo program documentary, I think done by the Discovery Channel a long time ago, called Moon Machines. And the reason why I like that documentary series so much, right, is because it focused not, you know, a lot of documentaries, they focus on the people, they focus on the events, you know, that's kind of the frame for it. This one focused a lot on the engineering. So it was a docu mini-series, right? So you would have an episode, say on like the rocket, you know, Saturn 1, Saturn 1B, Saturn 5, and all the engineering they went behind that, and the primary people who would be interviewing would be engineers, and you would have one on the lunar module, or the lunar rover, or the spacesuit, or the capsule, and it was told through, it was telling the Apollo program, you know, the story of it through the engineers, which I think is kind of cool. And there was, in the Saturn V episode, I remember they got to Apollo 4, they got to talking about Apollo 4, which was the first test flight. And they interviewed an engineer who had worked on Saturn V, and he was describing, you know, watching Apollo 4 rise off the pad for the first time, and like, that thing is so sluggishly. I don't know what his exact words were, but he was astounded by the fact that how slow it initially went. He was scared that it would, you know, hit the tower or fall off the pad or fall back onto the pad. All right, I'm not too concerned about. Okay, so this is the part that I'm kind of concerned about. So. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey! That worked perfectly. And then tower jettison. And then this, of course, burns. The S2 burns forever. So. Oh my gosh. This is working so stupidly well. Hope you can hear the Christmas music in the background. Oh. All right. Well, we're just gonna do some quick. Yeah. All right. So that falls away just fine. Oh yeah. Okay. So undock. Uh. All right, there they go. Okay, so this actually works. That's quite that's quite good to know. So we can go ahead and uh we will go ahead and we will fly the actual mission. So and then um if we get that done, I might change to maybe some TF2. Maybe we'll play some, or I don't know. I don't know what we'll play after this. What time is it? 7, 8? Uh, up KSP.exe is not responding. Oh well. Maybe we'll go ahead and we will screw around in like a mod or something for another game. Maybe EU4. I want to play some EU4 again. I don't feel like playing some Nautica is just too. Uh, Slime Rancher. I'm kind of bored of it. Not because I don't like the game anymore, because I still absolutely love that game. Okay, KSP is going to crash. Okay, hold up. Restart. Um, I might hop into EU4 and screw around with um Super States, which is a mod, a pretty older mod, I think. Uh, it's an older mod, but basically it adds U.S. states, Canadian provinces, and Mexican states, and Australian provinces too, into the game in 1444 with custom mission trees and stuff like that. And that's a docking while spinning at 68 RPM. Um, I do want to screw around in that, so uh, maybe we'll play that for a little bit until I get absolutely exhausted, and then I'll go and I'll watch It's a Charlie Brown Christmas, and then I'll probably go to bed. uh, oh well. One thing that I didn't do during my vacation that I said I would do was I said I would work on more various stream elements. That's something I need to do. Um, so maybe not tomorrow or the next day, because I actually am going to New York for Christmas Day, to see my family. But yeah. Oh well. Fonks average. Yay! Yes, Fonks. A very Kitsune Christmas. Damn it! I should have titled that the stream. Hold up. I am not that clever. Uh, hold up. I'm renaming the stream. But how are you doing, Average? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. You should have given your... Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Sorry. My brain's pretty good. My brain's been turned off for the last... I just got home from vacation in Florida where my brain was promptly turned off for a whole week. Um... Oh my gosh, that is brilliant. Okay. Shit. We should go ahead and do that. Where is... you wanna take a peek at my art folder? Sure. Hello, welcome to my art folder. Various things that I've drawn and other people have drawn. I have multiple variants of a lot of the same images. So let's... Oh, I have to make 2 of these? Okay, hold up. Let's go... Let's go... Yeah, stream, end of year stream review is out. Yes, and I think we can take a look at that in a moment. For right now, I am capitalizing on your brilliant idea. Santa hat PNG. That is not a transparent image. Tools. Here, let's real quick. Uh, Usage rights, type, color, transparent. Sure, I'll take this one from DeviantArt. Which is okay. Okay, we might have to vertically extend the canvas a bit more. Up, of course. Oh wait, nope. Canvas up, fuck. Kansas. Ugh. Okay. There we go. So go ahead, delete that, and then I don't know how this would work with my ears. I guess they're just in the Santa hat. Let's see. There we go. And I will go ahead and actually, huh? No, because I have to do this for two separate ones. I have this, and then I have this. So maybe I should just here. Okay. Let's not save that for now. Let's go ahead and I just take this Santa hat. Here, I'm gonna do this the lazy way because I don't feel like doing this right now. Let's go ahead and get ourselves up an image. The images will be called Santa. Sure, because I've seen people. Okay. Hello. Santa line 819. Yeah. We'll take this, and we will. Hello. I will put that directly on top of me, just because. I know this is a lazy way of doing it, but actually that should go. Actually, having it up there would make more sense because there's no cutout for the ears, but all right. You know what? There we go. That works. Okay. All right, we are back. Oh yeah, and then I said I would show my I guess real quick I can show my what's it called? Personalized recap. Let's go ahead and take a look at that before we fly Apollo 8. Let's go ahead and take a look. So this was my personalized recap. Viewer, creator, community. 250 hours. Well, this is like this is let's check viewer. Who did I 655 hours, 337 days. Nice. A lot of City Skylines too, because I watched EJ play it for like 5 weeks straight. Got emotional for these top emotes. Apparently the one that I used the most was my sleepy one, followed by Mizu. So that okay. Damn. So I gifted one sub. I don't even remember who that was to. Emotes attributed to you. That's myself. You kept coming back for these communities. EJSA. Nox, Jelly, Mizu, and Alamatus. Okay, that makes... Yeah, that seems about right. Um, we think you would like this clip. I don't know, but there's EJ right there, building a city. So thank you for playing. Okay, so that's my viewers. Can I go ahead and save that? Okay. Um, so that's who I watched. Creator. Okay, hours watched 250. Streams recap, but this, yeah, we're gonna go through each one. Uh, so there's viewer, this is creator, and then there's the community one, which I want to see because I clicked on the creator one, but I didn't know there was a viewer one. So we'll be going through all of these. 77 total streams. Clips made five categories. Really, only five. Um, your top stream, which 63 viewers. That's when I got rated. Uh, that's nice. Top 5 categories. Yes, yes. Top 10, top 10, top 10. I swear I'm stuck playing the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm stuck playing the same 5 games. Oh well. Your top 3 tags. Your emote was a hit. My sad emote has been used 8 times. Oh my gosh. Channel points. 47 new followers, new subscribers, gifted subs. Raid sent 20. I received 5 raids and 2 shoutouts. Nice, nice. Your loudest fans. Let's see. Hey! Aw, he's not here, but oh well. I really do appreciate Stark. Even though he doesn't show up that much anymore, I really do appreciate him coming around. Mizu, I guess? Well, she did gift me a sub, even if she's only been here for like 2 or 3 streams. John, Modern Warfare 2, Crimson. Average, look, here you are. It's you. And then Spud. So, thank you for playing. I will be saving this. Oh, it's a different image. Well, I think I pull up. Fuck. Where the Spud at? I don't know where Spud is right now, but viewer recap. Yeah, and then there's community recap, which I'm not too sure what this one is about. Oh, this is like, oh, this is just Twitter in general. So, all right, or Twitter, Twitch. Okay, I don't care about community recap, but there we go. So, all right, let's get back to KSP. Twitter became Twitch. Twitter just kind of, well, I would like to say Twitter became awful, but Twitter was already awful even before the events of the past year and a half. So, oh well. All right. Well, let's go ahead and fly this mission. It is... Elon broke expectations, he made Twitter worse. I think at the beginning I said that if Elon Musk drives Twitter into the ground, it'd be a service to humanity. I think that I remember telling myself that when he first bought it, and yeah, oh well. Anyways, let's go ahead and... Well, there's 1 or 2 things that I actually have to do. I still have to do, which is inboard, shut down engine, and then I think the inboard on the S2 also shuts down, but I'm not 100% sure. Hold up. Let me take a look. S2 stage inboard engine. The center engine was fixed while the other 4 were gimbaled. Okay, yeah. No, I don't... Okay, I don't know if the center engine on the S2 was shut down, but I know for a fact the one on the S1C was, so we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Alright, so, actually, here's a question. Let's see. Because, okay, so actual Apollo 8 launched at 7:51 Eastern Standard Time, and I don't think they got to the moon on Christmas Eve. Um, so, uh, tomorrow? Is tomorrow Christmas Eve? Wait, hold up. Uh, Christmas Eve. Oh, wait, no, tomorrow. Wait, today's the 22nd, right? I've not planted any bombs in your rocket this time. Thank you, thank you. This is a Christmas present to me. Oh, tomorrow's not Christmas Eve? Um, I completely... I was under the impression tomorrow was. I completely lost track of time. But they would be... Right now, in the actual mission 55 years ago, they would be coasting up to the moon. They'd be on day one of their or roughly 3-day coast. But all right. All right. Let's go ahead. And is it only the 22nd? Today's date it is the 22nd. I was under the impression tomorrow was Christmas Eve, and then the day after was Christmas. Okay. Because I told my boss I wouldn't be able to work tomorrow or Christmas Eve. Like Christmas Eve, under the impression that tomorrow was Christmas Eve, but I might actually be able to work tomorrow. I don't know. But, I don't know. I have the day off, so I might as well take it. Plus, I need to clean up from my vacation, so because my house is a mess. Okay, so hour 30 minutes in, we're finally, well, hour 20. If tomorrow's Christmas Eve, I'll be forced to sleep early because of random family stuff. I see. Okay, so we are bound for the moon. Okay, so all right, let me go ahead. Transcripts. Let's see. I got mission transcripts up, so I can go ahead and PAO mission commentary. All right. I have the actual commentary up. I can't do a Jack King impression, but T-minus 21 minutes. T-minus 16 minutes. I am, where is the... End of tape. Alright, so... 35 seconds and counting, lead up to ignition sequence start at 8.9 seconds. 8.9 seconds, which will lead up as we build to thrust at liftoff at 0. If all go... Run reports coming. Hold up. Okay, I'll start here. 35 seconds and counting. Lead up to ignition sequence start at 8.9 seconds, which will lead up as we build up the thrust to a liftoff. All goes well at 0. Just past the 25-second mark of the count. 20 seconds. All aspects are still go at this time. T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We have ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit. We have liftoff. Liftoff at 7:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's no tower, but tower clear. Okay, let's go. I have 3K in TF2. Woo! Alright, bound for the moon, boys. Let's go. Pitch program. I would play the actual, like, audio, but there's no way in hell it would be synced up, so... I will take some pictures, though. We need to make Chipper the first fox in space. I see. No space foxes, though. Alright, we've cleared the beach. Everything is still looking go. Six kilometers in altitude, 260 meters per second. Everything is still looking good. Through max Q. Alright. Go around the trench at mission control for a go for staging. Inboard cutoff. 17 kilometers in altitude, moving at approximately 600 meters per second. Everything is good aboard the spacecraft. Coming up on S1C cutout and jettison in about 10 seconds from now. Go for staging. S1C cutout. S2 staging. Ignition on the S2. Looking good. Ring separation. Booster reports that S2 is... Righto is all okay. Alright. Tower jettison. Everything's still looking good. 41 kilometers in altitude, moving about 1,000 meters per second at this time. Everything's still good aboard the spacecraft. The S2 will burn for the longest single burning stage of the flight. Get us 80% of the velocity we need in order to achieve a stable orbit around the Earth. Alright. Side note, this stage has really low thrust to weight ratio. Oh well. We're looking for a 100 by 100 kilometer stable parking orbit. We'll go around once or twice before crew will be given the go for TLI to send out to the moon. I'm here. TF2 fucking died. Hello, hun. Welcome in. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Hope you're doing well. We're just slowly burning in order to get into orbit. We're going to flatten out the trajectory at this point. Everything's still good. You know, for something I just slapped together within 5 minutes, well, not 5 minutes, more like an hour, but this is actually a really good Saturn V. Alright, flattening out the trajectory. TF2 moment, you too. Yeah, TF2 won't fucking start and it gets grayed out from the loading screen and dies, so I've just been transing. Oh, that's neat. Alright, we're almost in orbit. There's Minmus out there. Ugh. Ain't that something? Right? Here's... Coming up on S2 cutoff. 10 seconds from now. Booster confirms S2 cutoff. Go for staging. S4B is now separated. We have S4B ignition. Take us the rest of the way into orbit. Might try a kit bash soon, because Tane. Never tried those myself, but I know people who have. Mainly Jack, but I don't think he's in my server. He's not in my server anymore, which... Oh well. S2 cutoff. Now in a stable orbit, so 101 by 76 with a inclination of 0.8 degrees. Alright. We're now in orbit. Hey, okay. Alright. Actually, after this, if we get this done, I might want to hop into TF2. So... Alright, we are now in a stable orbit around Kerbin. Alright, and we'll slowly orbit around, and then I think they did an actual Apollo 8. I think they did an orbit and a half before they went out to the moon. I am let's see. Let's get some actual audio up, because that would be kind of cool. Some actual mission audio. All right, let's All right. So here we are in orbit. Let me get up. Let me see something real quick. 42:55.
This is Apollo Control Houston at 2 hours, 26 minutes into the flight. We have just acquired via Carnarvon, and here's how that conversation is going. Apollo 8 Houston. Go ahead, Houston. Apollo 8, you are go for TLI. Over. Roger, understand. We're go for TLI. This is Apollo Control Houston, running through an unusually quiet pass across Carnarvon with very little more than the establishing call signs. Our orbital digitals, which we're reading out from Australian sites, show that the present velocity is 25,569 feet per second, showing an apogee of 105.5 nautical miles. And our translunar injection burn will have the effect. Here's some comm going up. Let's catch up with it.
Roger, we'll have LOS in about 30 seconds, and we'll pick you up over Araya 1 at 2:37 and a half. Roger.
Apollo control back here. The TLI burn will add 10,500 feet per second. Perhaps a foot or two more per second than that, but that's very close. 10,500 feet per second to the...
All right. Don't want to bore you with that too much. Although it's a space mission, so it's... actually, space is like rail fanning. It's periods of immense boredom punctuated by brief moments of utter excitement. But we're go for TLI. That's the words we want to hear. I've shifted myself downwards. Oh well. Credit to Lunar Module 5 for, hold up, let me... I become normal again? Hold up. Credit to the great Lunar Module 5 for providing us a full mission audio for, not just Apollo 8, but plenty of other spaceflight missions. I'm just gonna throw his channel in the thing. It's a valuable resource, truly. Well, I'm kind of saddened because I see everyone playing TF2 and it hurts that I can't play. I've tried uninstalling everything, custom folder, the entire fucking game. I've about 6 times now. Honestly, hun, I don't know what to say. That just, other than that, just sucks. But anyways, it really does suck. Anyways, where's the moon? Okay, we are gonna do our TLI burn now. Send us out onto translunar injection. So... here we go. We have S4B restart. Alright. Ouch. Probably should set the moon as my target, although I've done this a trillion times before, so it's not strictly necessary. Alright, here we are. I don't know, because I could play TF2, I could also play... well, even if I feel up to it after the stream. I could play Subnautica. I don't know. I am tired, though, so I might just... after we get this done, I might just end the stream there. But, alright. Okay, here we go. That being said, I probably won't be able to stream until next week. I want to get back into playing EU4, and I want to stream EU4 Super States. Actually, we'll get that mod to work. We'll get that mod to work after this, and then I don't know. I want to show you this mod for EU4 that I want to play. So all right. This is nice and cozy. So when I got home, I just took one big nap. Oh, by the way, Hunt, since you can't play TF2 and you said you were playing trains, what are you working on anything in trains, or are you just, because I know you've been working on that route, so I haven't seen you post pictures of it in a while, so I don't know if you're still working on it. So Ryan threw out the LaSalle route in the Discord server the other day, which is pretty nice. I still need to download it, but Alright. Yeah, kind of been lazy for a bit because events. Ah, I see. I see. Alright. The burn is almost done. We should be expecting a shutdown of the S4B in a couple of minutes. About a minute or two. Okay. I got Tane on my birthday, then Thanksgiving, then just got lazy. Ah, I see. Alright. TLI. We are now on TLI. S4B shutdown. Its day's work is done. Alright. Let's go ahead and... we'll go ahead and we'll take a picture. Okay, so we are free of the S4B. High gain antenna has been deployed. We're gonna do some actual maneuvers that they practiced. They on this flight, because obviously they didn't have a lunar module, but they did. Also, Tane just broke entirely at some point, so I had to revert a bunch of its content, its original form, to fix it. My gosh, man, you are super unlucky. Oh, that must suck. That must actually suck. Make sure you do backups. That would be my advice, especially for something like Tane. It's fine. I took a nap while it was reverting. Okay. So I know sometimes Tane they have to do the database rebuilds, which does kind of suck, but takes a while. All right. We are off to the moon. Okay. Yay. Okay. All right. We are going to make some course corrections while on our way out to the Mun. Let's begin to float away from the S4B. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to make some course corrections. The first course correction we're going to make is we're going to put ourselves onto a free return trajectory, which I'm pretty sure they did this, well, actually on TLI, but just for now, we're going to do a mid-course correction. We're also going to do another mid-course correction where we will adjust our, we'll go into an equatorial orbit. Obviously, 14 kilometers above the surface. I think they orbited at a distance of about 60 miles or so. But just for this, because it's a lot smaller, we're going to do 30. All right, we've done our mid-course corrections. And now we are on out to the moon. So this is where they would be, Apollo 8 would be, actually right now, 55 years ago. They'd be coasting out to the moon on their first day of flight. I've also come up with a rare name for the kit bash and a class name. Missouri Western P12 Pacific, 8400. Now on time to find the parts. Have you checked, obviously you can use K&L parts. From what I've heard, K&L stuff is it's not bad to kit bash, but obviously with the issue is you can't share it around with people. If you want to share it around with people, Subpar Productions trains, you can ask, you probably, maybe after the stream I can send you a link or you can just find it by yourself, but those are freeware models that are pretty decent, and they can be kit bashed decently well too, from what I've heard. So I'm probably not the best person to ask around. You ask around in my Discord or a couple of other servers. They're people pretty knowledgeable. Vlad's actually a good idea to ask. You should probably ask him. Um, that's who I would go to. Fox Bomber. I don't know. All right. We are slowly just floating away. Take a moment to sit back and relax and just enjoy. Okay. Well, it's now time to coast up. I think I accidentally put the S4B on a trajectory where it's gonna impact the moon, which, I mean, they did that, just not on this mission. That only came, I said, they only started slamming those things into the moon with Apollo 13 and after. So, all right, we are approaching. We're approaching the moon. Oh, that's cool. That's like, shit, that's almost like 2001 right there. Kind of. Not really. Because in 2001, you had the 2001 Space Odyssey, you had the eclipse over the monolith, but oh well. I twisted my ankle in my chair about to go postal. Fucking A, that must be a suck. Ugh. Alright, here we are. We're now in the moon's sphere of influence. Don't want to warp past the moon, because that would suck. Oh, that's a nice shot right there. That's a nice shot. Oh my gosh. The Earth, the Moon, and the Sun. Alright. Well, obviously we're out of comms range right now, because... Alright, so... Time for lunar orbit insertion. Go for LOI. Of course, on the actual mission this was done, we kind of have a sight line sort of towards Kerbin, sort of, kind of. But on the actual mission, this was done on the way far side of the moon, where they didn't have comms range. So... I did find what the base I want to be. Southern PS4 with the Pensi pre-war E30 tender, truck swapped. Salubrious greetings! Salubrious greetings to you, Ryan. Ryan Hunt is talking about kit bashing trains. So that's pretty cool. We're flying Apollo 8 because it's Christmas, and it's, you know, maybe not the greatest Christmas story ever told, because I think probably the story, the whole reason why Christmas exists is probably the greatest Christmas story ever told. But one of the. So, all right, we're doing our lunar orbit insertion burn on the far side. Salubrious greetings, full of mirth. Okay. Uh. How are you doing today, Ryan? I hope you're doing well. I got home from Ryan, we're gonna do an iPortaling stream. Maybe not. Actually, would you be able to do an iPortaling stream tomorrow? Um, because I completely forgot that tomorrow is not Christmas Eve. Yes, okay, we're doing that tomorrow. So I thought tomorrow was Christmas Eve, and I'm like, okay, I won't be able to stream for the next couple of days, and I kind of really want to do this. It's Apollo 8 recreation. Um, and oh, I guess we're in a lunar orbit now. I really want to do this Apollo 8 recreation, but I'm not going to be able to stream. And well, Christmas only comes once a year, and I realized, oh yeah, Christmas Eve tomorrow. I should probably do this today. And then I think we slowly realized throughout the course of this stream that oh, tomorrow is not Christmas Eve. Damn it, that's today I go to my grandparents. Oh, I'm going to my grandparents too. I'm going Christmas morning, so. But anyways, we are in orbit around the moon. We are in orbit around the moon. We need Earthrise, damn it. We need it. I don't know if we're in a proper... Well, we are orbiting it, so that's nice. I don't know if we're in a proper base for Earthrise. Also, I'm alright, just getting over this mystery illness. Have you taken, like, a COVID test or something, just to be sure? Apparently there's a lot of, like, respiratory illnesses going around right now. The shaders, I feel, are slightly broken, but, this is pretty comfy. Also, we talked about Earthrise in my seminar. There was, I mean, that's kind of Earthrise, but that's not the Earthrise that I'm really going for. Here, can we orbit around the moon a couple more times so the sun isn't, like, expressly in the way when we actually get to see Earthrise? Yeah, we kinda... Okay, because I know... Oh, well, we can just... On the actual mission, they only did about 10 orbits, right? Around the moon. We're gonna do a bit more than that, but just because I want to actually... What time would it happen? Anything past 2 and won't be able to be there. Oh, I don't know. All day for me works tomorrow. I'd have to ask Ryan. Ryan, what time works for you? Oh, well. We're gonna have to... Come on. Yeah, morning stream I think we'll do. What time? What time in the morning? Because if I'm gonna be honest, I have not gotten good sleep for the past 2 weeks, and... Okay, so in my vacation in Florida, I had to sleep on an air mattress. Oh well, you know what Earthrise looks like. You know, there was a... You know this photo, so... Which... I mean, there was actually a certain... For a while, it was Bill Anders who took it, who, But there was actually a bit of a dispute, kind of a mystery, about who actually took this photo for a long time. At one point, all 3 astronauts aboard Apollo 8 claimed that they took this photo. And whenever someone would ask, and then eventually whenever someone would ask, they would give, unclear answers about who exactly took it. So, but eventually I think after a couple of decades, they're like, oh yeah, Bill Anders took it. So, I've actually seen this camera, this Hasselblad camera. It's in the Air and Space Museum. And, in the Smithsonian. Uh, so. Okay, well, I guess, if we want to continue to play, was a major catalyst for the environmental movement. So was, yes, it was. So was, Blue Marble, that was taken on Apollo 17 a couple of hours after launch as they were coasting up to the moon. Um, Harrison Schmitt, the only professional scientist to ever walk on the moon. Everyone else was a test pilot. He was the only one, a geologist. I mean, hopefully that will change within the next few years, but um, that and Blue Marble. Uh, Anyways, I do want to continue in the theme of the event, continuing to play various clips of audio from the actual mission. We played the Go for TLI. Actually, can I? Here's a thing. Can I turn up the uh, ambient light boost? Turn up the ambient light. There's 3 USRA Heavy Pacifics and KNL made 2. Ah, okay. What class was this in, Ryan? I'm genuinely curious. Why? Well, it's not exactly Earthrise, but oh well. We'll go around one more time. I'll play the Earthrise clip, and then we'll play one of my favorite moments in all of history, which is, of course, the Genesis reading. It was in a seminar called "Can Literature Save the Environment?" Interesting, interesting. Ah. There we go. Okay. And now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to just mute the music for a minute. And we're gonna play the clip. Because this is my stream, damn it, and I can do what I want. So this is the actual conversation.
Oh my God, look at that picture over there. There's the Earth coming up. Wow, that's pretty. Hey, don't take that, it's not scheduled. You got a color film, Jim? Hand me a roll of color quick. Oh man, that's great. Where is it? Quick. Down here? Just grab me a color. A color exterior. Hurry up. That one? Yeah, I'm looking for one. C368. Anything, quick. Here. What? Hey, I got it right here. Let me get up this left there. Bill, I got it framed. It's very clear right here. You got it? Take several. There's several of them here. Wait a minute. Let's get the right setting here. Calm down, Bubba. Well, I got it right. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. 250 at F11.
Very non-weirdly kind of odd conversation for one of the most famous photos ever taken. Uh, it was also the seminar where we read a book about the main characters blowing up the Black Mesa in Lake Powell. Excuse me, what? uh, truly bizarre. All right, let's do 1 or 2 more orbits. Let's go into the daytime. and then do real life funny Half-Life reference? Maybe. So where is view? I need to get into. I never do interior stuff. I never look at the IVA. So let's rotate around. We can see the moon. All right, so part of the reason why I like Apollo 8 so much is the Apollo program is just full of very, in my opinion, very meaningful and very sentimental moments that sort of speak to a deeper nature of humanity. And there, like the Genesis rock, for instance, was a rock, I think on Apollo 15, that was found, that revealed to be 4 billion years old. Or Earthrise, or obviously the first landing. Or the ingenuity of the human spirit, as shown during the survival during Apollo 13. But one of my personal favorite moments from the entire program, and indeed one of my favorite moments in history, was on Apollo 8 when they did the Genesis reading. So obviously, Apollo 8 orbited the moon on Christmas Eve. It's the whole reason why we're recreating this mission. And, of course, that wasn't necessarily, they didn't specifically choose that date. It was just the time, the celestial mechanics of where the moon needed to be and compared to the launch site on the Earth, and kind of dictated that the mission plan kind of, if they wanted to fly it as soon as possible, they had to do it over Christmas. And obviously the first time people leaving, obviously people had left Earth before, various astronauts and cosmonauts, but going and leaving the sphere of the Earth to go to another world, even if you're just orbiting it, obviously the landing would come later, but even if you're just orbiting it, 3 people going out there farther than anyone has ever been to another world on Christmas, obviously they had to do something special. There's a big debate and kind of internal debate within NASA. And then I think, if I remember the story correctly, the idea originated from, I think it was either Frank Borman, who was the commander. Rest in peace, by the way. Frank Borman died a couple of months ago. Very long life. I think he lived until his 90s. And either his wife or his secretary, somebody, had the idea, okay, why don't you read from the book of Genesis? Obviously you're orbiting the moon, you're looking back at Earth, you have a perspective of the entire world that no one's ever seen before. And not to mention, Genesis we think is typically as a Christian thing, but when you think about it, with Abrahamic religions, the majority of the world's people subscribe to Abrahamic religions. Christianity, Islam, Judaism. The idea was that by reading it, you could sort of bring the world sort of together and have a way, allow the people on Earth together and kind of have a perspective, give them a perspective of what it would be like. So, they decided that they would read the first 9 lines of Genesis. And, well, it's always a Christmas tradition of mine that I always sort of sit down and I always listen to that. And I would sort of like to share this Christmas tradition of mine with you, of course, through the venue of Kerbal Space Program. Now, something I actually am going to do for this, we are going to do some slight adjusting. I'm actually going to get up KSP in full, so you're going to have to say goodbye to me for a little bit while I share this Christmas tradition of mine with you. So let me go ahead let's see. Give me a minute, friends, while I go ahead and I sort of adjust my stuff around. So let me disappear just for a moment. Let me get rid of chat too. Newest follower, we'll get rid of that. Kerbal Space Program, just KSP. And let me go to a full screen. Let us orientate ourselves back towards... we are not orientating ourselves back towards the moon. So view. This is during the TV broadcast that they gave. So let's go ahead and get rid of the Christmas music. Let me get the actual audio up, and let us share this. Let me share this Christmas tradition of mine with you. Let me get rid of chatter too, so we don't have Kerbals speaking over it. Fuck you, Liberty Mutual. So this is an excerpt from the TV broadcast that ends with the reading. It's about a 3-minute clip.
I hope that all of you back on Earth can see what we mean when we say it's a rather foreboding horizon, a rather stark and unappetizing looking place. We're now going over approaching one of our future landing sites, selected in this smooth region to solve the Sea of Tranquility. Smooth in order to make it easy for the initial landing attempts, in order to preclude having to dodge mountains. Now you can see the long shadows of the lunar sunrise. We are now approaching lunar sunrise, and for all the people back on Earth, the crew of Apollo 8 has a message that we would like to send to you. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And from the crew of Apollo 8, we close with good night, good luck, a Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you on the good earth.
Merry Christmas, friends. Merry Christmas. Alright. Well, now that I've royally screwed up my OBS, let's get this back to normal, shall we? Thank you all who. Oh, hello, Bill. Or that's Jeb in the center seat. The little Christmas tradition of mine. So. All right, let's get my face back up. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff back up. And up, Kerbal Space Program. Jeb. Yes, yes. Jeb underscore. All right, KSP. Up. Hello. Hold up. I'm gonna have to. Sorry about that, friends. Let me get the music back on. There we go. Let's get KSP. KSP decided it wanted to just, at least on the OBS end. Add existing source. Kerbal Space Program. Let's get KSP. Let's get KSP back down there. And let me go ahead and adjust KSP, and then we can begin our mission home. All right. There's KSP. Now we can do like a fake Earthrise, even if it's technically retrograde, but oh well. The perspective of the photo you won't be able to notice, so. All right. It's time to head home. So let's go ahead and get our maneuver node up. And well, I don't think we need a maneuver node. All right, time to head home. Of course, this was also done on the far side as well, which it's not going to be on this side, just for the ease of recreate the spirit of the mission, not like the trajectory exactly. So, Christmas Day, early Christmas morning. It's time for us to head home. Who was the K-37? Oh, El Gordo. That was El Gordo. Kept killing people in Minecraft that we made into a part. That was on a very old Minecraft server. Immersive railroading survival server that we made. But yeah, El Gordo kept killing people, so we turned him to a park engine. So. All right, and then of course on the way back from the moon, after they reestablished contact, the famous words from Gym Level, which, Houston, please be advised, there is a Santa Claus. So, which is also appropriate because it was Christmas morning. Anyways, yes, time to head back home. Can I focus on the spacecraft? No. And then we begin our long fall back towards well, Kerbin, Earth. Whee! And closer and closer and closer. Alright. Well, in this case, it's time to ditch our service module Here we go. And, yeah. We're gonna be splashing down into the darkness, and then hope probably on land, too, which is none of that. They didn't splash down in the darkness, and they also sure as hell did not splash down on land. But, alright. Four-day mission. The actual mission was, I think, like six and a half days. But alright. Re-entry. The heat shield do be getting kind of hot. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do. But, we are coming back from lunar return velocity, which is, you know, high. But, oh, there's a service module burning up. Oh, I love the volumetric clouds in this game. For KSP2, I think they actually hired the people who did a lot of the visual mods for some of the people who did the visual mods for KSP1, which is pretty neat. I got some other commitments I need to fill. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Well, thank you for watching, Ryan. And, yeah, so, happy holidays, and, we'll be here tomorrow for iPortaling. We'll hash it out in DMs. What time specifically and stuff like that. This was a really awesome stream. Well, thank you for watching, as always. So, thank you for being such a good friend, too. So. Alright, we are returning. So. What is K&L's obsession with spoke trailing trucks? I think it's just the same asset, slightly modified, being used over and over again. Alright. Parachute comes out. Up. Suddenly clouds. Alrighty. 2 hours, 15 minutes. I said I was gonna... Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I don't know. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. There's an Islamic holiday sometime around in December. I don't remember what it's called. I'm sorry. But if you celebrate that, happy that too. But, oh, that's pretty. There's a lightning storm going on in the background. Look. Look up there. Hey, we're home. December 27th, 1968. Alright, recover vessel. Well, friends, I'm probably going to end the stream here. So thank you all for watching. Thank you, Average. Thank you, Hun. Thank you, Ryan. Next stream, well, I thought next stream would probably be next week. But turns out next stream is actually going to be tomorrow. So, come back tomorrow for iPortaling. If you want to join that, join the Discord, I guess. I don't know. I like having friends on streams. This one I kind of want to just be by myself. But yeah, happy holidays, and we're gonna raid EJ, because EJ is cool. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.